Good morning. Day 80 on the PCT, and boy, was it windy all night. I didn't sleep very good, but at least there's no mosquitoes this morning. So I'm just packing up here and I'll get on the trail and onward we go. It's July 2nd. I am really surprised how long some of the snow's hanging around, and I'm at lower elevation. I'm below 8,000 feet right now. I think I'm like 7,900 feet. I camped at 8,000 last night. A while back, like back in the Sierra, it seemed like the snow line was holding steady around like 10,500. Some areas were lower than that, some a little higher, but that was like a few weeks ago. And that was at much higher up, but yeah, just kind of surprising. This morning has been really peaceful, just walking through this pine forest. I only run into one other person so far, and they were headed southbound. So I've just been kind of out here on my own, enjoying this very peaceful forest. I think I just saw like a bobcat. I don't know, it was something about knee high running through the forest. It may have been some kind of cat, I don't really know. It was just like kind of a blur. It was really quick. But yeah, this has been, I love pine forest, so this has been like really great this morning. So yeah, it's been very easy terrain today. Pretty flat, so very enjoyable and easy. Taking a lunch break, and I must smell like shit because the flies won't leave me alone. They're just attacking me worse than the mosquitoes. I got some of the cookies for lunch from the Mountain Blaze set, and my rolled oats mixture, which is basically rolled oats, a bunch of nuts, seeds, cinnamon, and blueberry powder. And then I'll finish it off with a little bit of peanut butter, and then get back on trail. Got about 13 miles left for today, and it's basically the rest of the day is all downhill. It's either flat or downhill. And then leave me 5 miles tomorrow. So basically here to Sierra City is downhill. And then from what I'm told, after Sierra City, it's supposed to be all like really cruising territory for Northern California into like Oregon, I guess. So my plan, I don't know if I can maintain it, but my plan is I'd like to consistently do like 25 miles a day for Northern California and most of Oregon, but we'll see how that goes. I'm not going to push myself too much, but I would like to do one really big day. And by big day, I mean more than 30 miles. so that would be nice. But again, not going to like push myself too much. But in Lake Tahoe, I picked up this new sun hoodie. This is a Black Diamond. I think it's called the Alpine Glow. I kind of missed the quarter zip on my first Montbell hoodie I had, so this has been really nice to be able to unzip it to like dump the heat. This is working good, and the mosquitoes, they have not bit through this yet. The yellow one I was wearing, they're biting through that thing constantly. I think because there's like little like micro holes in it, but so far this is working really well. But yeah, the rest of today is like all downhill. And I really noticed the rock formation's changing lately. It looks like we're in the areas with like lava rock. I've been seeing a lot of this past few days. Here's like a bunch of it. That's pretty cool. I just hope I don't have to walk on that stuff, because that looks like that would be torture on the feet. Wow, I knew it was hot today. Sitting by this road, having another break. There was a lady that just drove by. Her name was Lisa. She stopped, she gave me an apple. So I'm really appreciative of that. It's not very often I get fruit on the trail. She said it was 84 right now, and it's like later in the day, so it was probably up to 90 today. I knew it was a hot one, but whew, yeah. Just taking my break, and then I got like 7 miles left. So onward to an apple in the next 7 miles. It is pretty gosh darn hot out. I'm walking through this like beautiful pine forest, but for the first time in probably several hundred miles, I had to go off trail to get water. It was like 500 feet off trail through some blowdowns and stuff. So I'm not used to that. So I'm gonna have to pay more attention to the comments and far out. But if I'm gonna, I guess, do the 25 plus mile days, like today will be like 25 miles. I think I'll have to go back to doing the siestas in the afternoon, hike early morning hours, and take, a few like hour plus long breaks, and then hike into the evening hours, maybe even some night hiking. But yeah, doing those longer mile days in Northern California and Oregon is, I think, important, because this trail is all about the timing. I feel like I timed it really well so far, getting through the desert before it got too hot, having like the right amount of snow in the Sierra, so getting through there pretty timely. But now it's kind of like a race to Canada to get far enough north before the wildfire season starts and before it starts snowing in Washington. So I think doing those bigger mile days is going to be like really important, just to be able to finish it all, and certainly finish on time. So, but about another 5 miles to camp. So onward we go. Oh, I found a place to camp right here. The stream's like down over the hill. It's like 25 miles today. It leaves me a little less than 5 miles to get into town tomorrow. Not sure if I'll be able to find a place to stay because of the holiday weekend. So I guess I'll find out when I get to town. I think one of the hotels doesn't even take reservations, so see how it goes tomorrow when I get there. But at least I gotta pick up a food box. There's a bee trying to get me. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you all have a good night. Good morning. Day 81 on the PCT. Just headed into town, Sierra City. Got less than 5 miles to get there. And think I'm gonna skip an overnight and just charge up my devices and get back on trail. They do have a country store there, so I'll be able to get some food, but I got a food box waiting and one more package. And then I'll probably just head out of town. Probably be a shorter day, like 15 miles or so today. So still give me a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a rest. And then my next stop where I'm picking up my next food box is a bed and breakfast. I think I'll just do, if they have a room there, I'll probably just do an overnight stay there. So onward we go. Apparently this bridge isn't structurally sound, so if he doesn't make it, I guess I won't go. There's just one small section there. It looked like a big tree fell and kind of took out like a small section of the bridge, or at least just like part of it, but didn't have any issues. Seemed pretty structural to me, at least for this 150-pound guy. I made it out to the road. This road leads into Sierra City. It's about 1.5 miles to get to town. Probably walk unless I can get someone to pick me up. So we'll see how that goes. Over 4,000 plus miles of through hiking experience. I think I've yet to actually hitch a ride unless I'm with someone else. I just guess I haven't perfected the art of the hitchhike, so which is why I planned all my resupply stops as close to town as I could, because I figured I might have to walk the whole way into town. So anyway, onward to Sierra City. I'm a little confused by this sign. I'm in California. Sierra County Park, Kentucky Mine Museum. Maybe that's the last name of the folks who claimed the gold mine in this area. Not sure, but pretty sure I'm not in Kentucky. That makes more sense. Kentucky Mine. It was a company in the 1860s. It was a gold mining mill company. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Just ate at the Red Moose Cafe. Delicious, delicious food. And the owner told me it's supposed to get up to 96 today. Holy cow. I'd probably hang out in town here for a bit and then probably won't leave until this evening because that's a bit hot for me. I left town a little bit ago. We got up to 96 degrees today in town. So didn't leave town until I think it was a little after 6 o'clock. So probably on a hike for till, I don't know, 10 o'clock or so. Trying to do another 10 miles today. I left town with Bambi, Knuckleball, and I forget the other guy's name. So there's 4 of us that left town. But it's supposed to be a scorcher, middle of a heat wave for like the next week. It's going to be in like the mid 80s to mid 90s. They're going to try and do like a early morning thing, maybe take off the afternoon and, you know, hike in the evening and a bit of night hiking. So that's the plan. Onward we go. We just passed the 1,200 mile mark a little bit ago. Sunset tonight is absolutely gorgeous. Holy cow. Probably got another few miles till we find camp somewhere. But it's a beautiful evening now that it's not so hot out. Well, made it to camp. It was a little over 14 miles today. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all have a good night.